Ho, 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 ho. What is this? What is this sound from? Guess what the sound is from. Just guess. Clown Attack. It's the title track. I don't own the rights to this song, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I'm Dog Life Chris, and this is Anyone Comic Book Reading. We're going to read it. Spoiler alert. If you have not read and intend to read Harleen, exit. Remove myself from your screen. Issue 1. Issue 1. Bypassed. Book 2. Bypass. Double spoiler. We're going into number 3. The end. This is going to be about a 25-minute book. I'm trying to go real fast. Here we go. We jump right in. I don't want to crease it. I hate creasing books. 5 days after the hug. She hugged him. How the heck did I get here? I meant, I was 3 in the morning and there I was wide awake in my bed, mentally backtracking my whole life, connecting the dots that must have explained the dream I just had. They say a lawyer who defends themselves has a fool for a client. I wonder if it's the same as for a psychiatrist. Anyhow, patient's name, Harleen Quinzel. Patient's bad college experience lead to years of emotional isolation. If you read book 1, that comes up. Her bad college experience that was with her whole life. Anyways, go on. Onward. Even when she was surrounded by the people, she was alone, shying away from relationships because she felt there was always people watching, waiting, eager to make her the butt end of a joke. This led to a lot of unresolved resentment and anger. Patient later changes her work environment, but that had little effect on her social interaction and behavior. The only person she talked to was a gruff security guard who was rarely even cracked a smile. I love the artwork. I don't know who did the artwork. I was trying to see. The Sejic guy. I made a sad kind of sense of things in the end. I gravitated to the one person who actually seemed to need me. The person who maybe even liked me. The person who twice held my life in his hands. The first time, he gave me nightmares. The second time, he gave me a little bit of different kind of dreams. Oh yes, very different. Doctor, still in your lab coat uniform. They do bring a certain sense of control with them, don't they? That does seem to be the prevailing opinion among the birds and the cats and the bats. However, I do assure you this sense of control is just an illusion, or maybe a mad person's delusion. I'm not mad. Oh, but you must be. Or you wouldn't have come here. Talk like her. Narrator. Okay, cards on the table. I spent 5 hours sorting through the Mad Hatter's patient's history, so there was some of that in my dreams as well. Well, who said that? Wait. But the rest was all of him. Well, I guess that does make some kind of sense, Mr. J. She's delusional. I desperately wished I could call it a nightmare. I desperately wish I could have called it a nightmare because the truth, it was disturbing. It got under my skin. I didn't just snap out of the dream feeling sweaty. I woke up wet. What's wrong with me? Oh, this is Hugo Strange now. What's wrong with you? covering the cameras while alone in the room with with the Joker. I had to. He felt watched. He was backing out after I'd gotten him to open up to me. Oh, for crying out loud, Dr. Quinzel, Joker has so far opened up to 6 different psychiatrists. And by opening up, I mean he opened up the sewage and drained and spilled their blood. No, I saw those previous interviews. This was different. What makes you think you're so special that he would open up to you when far more seasoned psychiatrists have failed over and over and over again? Well, Dr. Quinzel, you are a promising psychiatrist, and I understand your eagerness, but I must insist that you exercise extreme caution with these people. Dr. Strange, he's completely restrained. Please let me continue. This camera. Stay off. Fine. Tell Jennifer to have you sign a waiver. I'm not having you sue Arkham Asylum just because you like living dangerous. I don't like living dangerous. It's just that... Well, every time I release him from his straitjacket to fully gain his trust, we end up like this somehow. What have you done to me? If anyone else freed me like this, I'd punish their stupidity with no second thought. But you... Aw, his heart's beating for her. Nobody has done that for me. Not in a long, long time, Harley. She's like, yeah, I'm a psychiatrist. Look at me. Oh, and she finally smiled. I knew that smile would be amazing. I'm so glad I didn't pull the trigger that night. Oh, I thought you were out of bullets. For you? Never. Was that flirting or a threat? Yes. I know she signed it, but I'm still going to check on her. Oh, crap. Get that straitjacket on. Don't buckle it. Don't buckle all of them. I know. Hey, Doc. Just wanted to see if you needed anything. No, Mr. Bronson. We're fine. Just, if these animals try something, anything. I said we're fine. And also, Mr. Bronson, I would advise you to refrain from calling my patients animals or beasts or monsters or anything of the kind from now on. Fine, Doc. She getting mad. Look at the Joker's face. She's like, what? What? Harley, I love it when you smile, but man, you sure are sexy when you're angry. I just don't like him using that word, Also, you're good at this whole restraining thing, like you've done this before. Kind of good. Shut up. Are we gonna need a safe word? Like, mine's the Batmobile. Harley, when will we see you again? Soon. We're done here. Doc? Yes. I'm sorry about the whole thing in there. It's just for some of us, we lost friends during his last breakout, and it doesn't matter. The point is, it won't happen again. It's okay, Mr. Bronson. Just make it a rule not to interrupt my sessions anymore. Deal? Deal. Hey, Doc, you really do think you can help him, huh? I don't think. I know it. Come on. You're just standing there walking back and forth. Why does the TV keep turning on? Sorry, guys. My doge comes first. What makes you think you're so special that he wouldn't open you up when far more seasoned psychiatrists have failed over and over. It's my smile, Dr. Strange. It makes his heart beat faster, and that's how I know I can help him. In fact, I'm the only one who can. I'm the Joker's doctor. Ooh, diving deep into the backstory. You got to go get HARLEEN 1 and 2 to figure out what's going on with... Is he Two-Face? Is he Harvey Dent? Go buy them. Figure it out on your own. You spoke to my doctor. I see that Doctor's Patient Confidential means little to you in Gotham General Hospital. Stop, Harvey. They contacted me because you refused to call them back. You have confirmed brain damage, and if we play our cards right, maybe we can make this whole TV scene incident disappear and possibly get your job back. I don't think so, Wilkes. Harvey, come on, man. Talk to me. At least let me come and see you. I told you, I'm doing fine. I just want to recover on my own terms. All right, just keep me in the loop, okay? Your hallucinating phone call again, Harvey? It was a short episode, but I'm better now. Good, it wouldn't fit the man of the law to lose track of reality. Mr. Dent, GCPD. We have a visitor. Just a second. Evening, sir. No calls for alarm, I assure you. Do I look alarmed? No, sir. Right, so what can I do for you? Well, if it's not too much trouble, some of my colleagues and I wanted to meet the true hero of Gotham in person and shake his hand and have a talk. See? We all watch your big speech on TV, and well, we happen to share your views on Gotham's problem of crime, and we thought maybe together, under your leadership, we could implement a permanent solution. What is he talking about? You have to go back to book 2 to figure out that spiel, so book 1 and book 2, I didn't quite spoil it. There's some things in there you want to know who those guys are and why they just put on masks and why he lost his job. Let's just say in book 1 he was Harvey Dent with no scars. You're the executioners. You murdered Maroni after he attacked me. I guess they just let the cat out of the bag. Like I said, we saw your speech that day, Mr. Dent. Inspiring and appreciated. Talking amongst ourselves, we realized we need to take the executioners to the next level. And who better to lead us than you? I'm an officer of the court. That's right, and you single-handedly led the investigation into the Falcone family on your second year as district attorney. I was there, sir. And the way we see it, all you have to do is prosecute and point us to the guilty parties, and we'll do the rest. After all, that's what executioners are for. He seemed like a smart man, a good man. Why don't you tell him? Why don't you let him in? Come on, Harvey. You thought about it for years. Even before Maroni, you knew the way to wake up the city. But you were all alone. And then, and now, we're together in this, and they can be as well. We can do it, and we can show them the true way. He's flipping the coin now. This is like the beginning of his coin flip theory. Now that he has brain damage, so it helps him decide. What's with the coin? Ever since my coma, I've been a little distracted, distinguishing fantasy from reality. I find it helps me make my decision clear. We're in. We? I'm in. And if we're going to make Gotham City wake up, we're going to have to do something big. Something that will force their hand and make them afraid, make them act. Like what? Gotham's great problem has always been the political cowardice around the implementation of the death penalty, the one true solution to our city's unique brand of repeat offenders. So I say, we loosen the wolves, all of them. We stage the greatest prison break of all times, setting all the city's monsters back upon it. A night of blood, to force the politicians to act. We'll have to change. will have one chance and one choice. So heads, Blackgate Penitentiary. Tails, Arkham Asylum. Uh-oh, gonna get juicy. Back to our psychiatry. No, still nothing? Oh, now we're talking. So what was it like? I mean, full body nerve damage seems surreal. Well, how did he talk? Well, when I fell into the chemicals, it felt like I was set on fire, but later I felt like my whole body was numb with Novocaine, and it's been like that ever since. Everything works, but touch has to be intense. Intense, huh? Intense, huh? It soon was a slow process, but there was hope. Little by little, he opened up to me. Bit by bit, I learned more about him. Also that night, I may or may not have fantasized about my nails in him. Anyways, it was going great. Mr. Bronson was a man of his word, and my sessions with Mr. J remained uninterrupted. And you know what? Soon I realized that Arkham itself had grown on me. The busy days, the long night shifts. I'd often make use of the nighttime to visit Mr. J and indulge in some productive conversation. They're playing goldfish. Go fish! As for my other patients, results were a mixed bag. Some remained frustratedly unchanged. Killer Croc, you annoy me. While others showed promise. Aw, this is probably my favorite part. It's not much, but I thought you would enjoy some sunlight given your special condition. Oh, thank you. That's my favorite part in the whole book. That and whenever later. It was baby steps. Sure, nevertheless, I was making progress, learning new things, discarding old misconceptions. Weeks turned into months, even though my schedule said sessions we shared were dates, minus the whining and dining and the excessive security restraints thrown into the mix. And yes, I'm aware that sounds like some fetish developing. So the jacket stays on today? Yeah, well, I want to get some work done today, and you get a little handsy. Pot? Kettle? But that wasn't it. Truth was, I had fallen in love, and it was a thought that would have terrified me once, but now I made a start every day with a smile. I even received news that the financial board was allocating me more money from the Wayne grant to research and meaning assistance and equipment, and it was all within my reach. Everything was coming up Harley. Almost everything. I don't know, this guy's just creepy. I guess it's good he's here to interrogate the Joker and not you. Interrogate? Wait. Priya? Stop. Who are you talking about? Why did you have to do Priya? The Batman. He's here with Mr. J. Yeah? Who authorized this? Nobody. He's Batman. Oh, for Christ's sake. Get away from my patient. What in heaven's name made you think you can come in here unannounced and interrogate my patient? Dr. Quinzel, I'm here on an urgent matter. One of Joker's known associates was found. I don't care. I'm not Commissioner Gordon, and you are not welcome to do as you please with my patients. I didn't work 5 months with the Joker for you to come in and ruin it now. Very well. I'm leaving him in your hands. However, be careful with him, Dr. Quinzel. If you stare into the abyss long enough, you may find a broken man. Trying to climb out? A difficult task when you keep breaking his bones, Batman. Right there I realized just how much this felt like my own dream with the Bat Beast. A shiver ran through my body. Damn, that was amazing. I was gonna say scary. Hey doc, I think I'm ready for some therapy. Yeah? Me too. Yeah. It was spur of the moment decision, but I had been a spur of the moment type of gal for about 2 weeks because he was the subject of most of my spur of the moment thoughts. Nothing but premeditation. Nothing premeditated about it. On a whim, I arranged a date. On a whim, I found myself carrying makeup for the first time since college. And oh my, who knew where my next whim might take me? Oh my God, Harley, what the heck are you doing? Are they actually going out? This is so me. First the college thing and now him? I should know better. He held me at gunpoint, and yet here I am, ready to risk it all. My life, my career, getting dolled up because I want to show him that he's needed. He's got a gun because I want to save him. I can help him. Isn't that my job? At the end of the day, I am the only one who can help him. I will help him. I guess that was why the whole Batman thing made me snap. It was what he said that night, months ago. So, you believe there's hope for them? I hope there is. Even for the Joker? Do I think he can be helped? Many have tried. He didn't believe it for a second. He didn't think Jay could be helped. And it had infuriated me because it made me feel guilty because I'd felt the same once. But that day I saw him smile and thought of Batman's words again. And maybe many have tried, but I'll succeed. Because why? Because I simply care about him more. Because I trust him more. Oh gosh, they're getting hot and heavy. They're getting hot and heavy. We're just gonna skip a little bit. Jump right into this Great Escape. Hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. Okay? I just gonna skip that part where they make love to me. But fortunately, that dream was about to end. It had been about 5 months since I first met Harvey Dent. And like I said, 5 months later, we'd both become murderers. Well, I guess this is it. You know, back in my early campaign days. Oh, that's Harvey. That's Two-Face. Well, I guess this is it. Back in my old campaign days, I used to say justice is blindfolded with one hand tied behind her back, but I'll make sure she can at least throw a mean right hook. It was a joke, but the truth, in order for Gotham to become the city of law and order, a right hook is not enough. We need to put a sword back in the justice hands. And make no mistake, that is our purpose here tonight. What we do here, we do for the future of Gotham. We will unleash horrors upon the city, and they will see. They will realize that the only way to stop this madness and to do what is needed to be done. Executioners, do your duty, and if blood needs to be spilled, then so be it. Hey, who are you? Do. Wakey, wakey. Who? What? Huh? Who are you? The groundhog sent us early, seems. And early spring is in order. And he says the one thing to kick it off that you need is fertile soil to do your thing, right? And then they dump a whole bunch of Garden's Choice soil. This should get you started. Have fun painting the town green. Oh, she will have fun. Look at that drawing. Man, I want to recreate this on one of those. I just might do that. Dang. Mr. Zaz. Know everybody. Rise and shine. The Penguin. Gotham is yours for the taking. Mr. Freeze. And the Joker. A parole? Already? It must be my good behavior. Oh no, just the contrary. What is that supposed to mean? We want you to do what you do best. Steal, burn, maim, kill. That puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Hey, that makes me sound like such a one-note villain. Maybe, but no one plays it better than you. How kind, and what's in it for you? I've read the papers. Aren't you the people they're calling the executioners? You execute criminals. It's right there in the name. Our purpose is none of your business, clown. Now leave. Sorry, Harley. He's a Joker. Sorry, Harley. We gave it a try. But I guess you can't teach a mad dog sane tricks. All right, ugly. Time to go back to the sewers. Hey, psychos. These guys are the executioners. They're here to kill us all. Nobody kills the killer croc. This is going to be a wonderful night. What are y'all doing? What's going on? There's been a breakout. What's happening? I said there's been a breakout. And she runs in. She literally runs in. Love makes you do crazy things. I was never brave. I never had a reason to be. That day, I ran into the haunted darkness of the Arkham crowned by fire, and I found my reason. The power was out, and in a strange way, maybe it was for the best. Gordon said the cameras were operational, which meant the security station was still running on its own emergency generators. I made my way there, trying to find Jay. On the bright side, by then I knew my way around Arkham. On the darker side, others didn't. Others did too. Oh God. Oh God. You. I've been looking for you. The annoying doctor. Wayland, stop. Your condition doesn't have to define you. I'm past fighting that condition, doctor. Like I told you, we live in a man-eats-man world, and I'm on top of the food chain. But your chum. That's enough, Wayland. Hey, what's the big idea? You've eaten plenty today. Now leave. Saved by Pamela. Yes. What the heck? That's the Killer Croc. You saved me, Miss Isley. Thank you. It's Ivy, and don't thank me yet. After all, you're only truly saved till you leave this place. Those who stay will die. No, I gotta find a way out of here. I gotta get out. Hiya, George. How's luck treating you today? Get back or I'll relax, George. It's just me, your old pal Jay. I wouldn't hurt you. You brought me that file, remember? Yeah, I helped you, so you'll help me. Sure. See? While the main exits are blocked, I happen to know you can make your way out of the asylum through the boiler room. Left or right corridor. They both have staircases that lead down there. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I heard Mr. Zaz doing his thing in one of them. So honestly, you gotta just pick one and pray. I'd say your odds are pretty much 50-50. Yeah, okay. Stop it right there. Identify yourself. Wait, I know him. That's Harvey Dent, the district attorney. Mr. Dent, are you here with the police? Sir, are you here for help? Sir. Yes. Blam, blam. He kills them both. Oh, you, Mr. Dent, Dr. Quinzel. It's her, Harvey. She's guilty. She's one of them. Yep, the murderous maniac with the justice fetish was the one man to remember my name. Night shift? I'm getting my files in a research? Yeah, I should really hurry. What's the rush? Mr. Dent, wait. You're with them? Aren't you? Or you're the executioners? Technically, they're with me. He talks like funny. Technically, they're with me. Please, Mr. Dent, you're a good man. Why? Well, it isn't the big question of the night. Why do good people just snap? I believe you had a theory on it. What was it? People prolonged stressful situations might permanently lose the ability to feel empathy. Something like that. How's 20 years as a prosecutor dealing with the worst criminals of Gotham has to offer? Putting them behind bars only to see them escape or be released over and over? 20 years of listening to every excuse in the book. It was their harsh life. It was their abusive family. It was the voices. And you know what? I get it now. I can commiserate it now, and I too can hear voices. Harvey, please. Look at his face, yo. That's intense. No, doctor. We are on my time now. And you and your patients will listen to me. And you will help. And you will help. So do it. Help me, doctor. Do you believe in rehabilitation so much? Rehabilitate me. Okay. Why this? Why attack Arkham Asylum? To the point, huh? But it doesn't leave this room. Okay. It was 5 years ago. Once again, the Joker had escaped from Arkham, only to kill 12 people in a gas attack. I fought with the judges who kept sending him back to Arkham on recommendation for the people like you. And the real kick is, even he didn't think the Joker belonged here. The judge sent him to Arkham because he thought the Joker would be an even worse threat at Blackgate. This was a cowardice of the legal system at its finest, and we deserved it. We? I was tired of innocent people dying because those of us in power lack the courage to permanently protect the city. The sword we kept out of the hands of justice. Death. That day I looked at Arkham in a distant and thought, what if we just released them all, every last beast in the cage, and what if we let them rip and tear through the city and curse the city until even the softest bleeding heart would finally admit there was no cure for evil? We dropped the idea. It was wrong. We were embarrassed of the darkness growing within us, but now we see things clearly. In the mirror, we see darkness in us, and we see darkness in you. And that's the problem. How can people prosecute evil if it lives within us? But then, remembered you. What you said. Get yourself a regular coin. It may make the world seem different. Well, we kept the old coin, and for sentiment reasons, but we made a little change. And you know what? You are right. It helped us see the world differently. Helped us distinguish the innocents from the guilty. Mr. Dent, you keep saying we. Well, there's a simple prosecutor, and then there's the judge. I just make the case, but he decides who lives and dies. Man, there's a lot of this book. It's like a 30 minutes. Mr. Dent, please. No more pleading, doctor. You are accused of collaborating with the most dangerous criminals of Gotham to help them escape their punishment. It's time for your judgment. Life or death. Best 2 out of 3? Now that's cheating. Jay, Run, he's got a gun. Now, I don't think you're distracting me with that easily, Doctor. You're cheating as well. I thought I was your favorite homicidal maniac. And here I find you having a one-on-one with another freak. For shame. But wait, you look half familiar. No way. Harvey Dent, as I live and breathe. Not for long. Mr. Dent. Pass the judgment, Harvey. Please, you don't have to do this. What does he have, a brick? Oof. I hate to see it, but that's what happens when you let others make decisions for you. Sometimes you don't get what you want. Now me, I'm an independent fella, a real in the moment kind of guy. And I do what I want, as he hits him with the brick over and over and over again. Now don't worry, Harvey. I'm not going to kill you. I'm gonna do what my hairstylist always says. Just even you out a little bit. Stop. Please, Mr. J, that's enough. How could I say no to that face? Come on, let's go. You can't surrender to the police outside. I'll testify and say that you saved me. Surrender? Yes, I mean, with my help, we might able to reduce your sentence. And then what? I mean, we could... Harley, don't kid yourself. The executioners are cops. What makes you think the outside are any different? Jay, Priya, Tim, Mr. Brunson. Oh, thank God you're alive. You? Okay. This is actually funny, but would you believe if I told you I didn't kill your friends? Jay, blam. Get away from him, Doc. No, please, just listen. It wasn't him. What? How do you know? Because it was Harvey Dent. The DA, District Attorney, Harvey Dent? Yes, he's right there, look. I don't know who this face is, but his face is all mangled. Okay, half of that was me, Doc. What kind of game are you playing here? You're in on this, aren't you? You were helping him escape? Well, not this time. I lost too many friends because this monster. No more. Yes, that's it. Give me a reason. In that moment of adrenaline-fueled panic, I grabbed Dent's gun and I just wanted to help. She just wanted to help. I can't see. I wanted to scare him off, and I'm afraid he'll execute Mr. J right here, right now in front of me, and my hands are shaking, and I've never held a gun before, and I know nothing about safety of trigger discipline. I hold it so tightly that to stop myself from shaking, and then I feel the kick, and in that moment, it was an eternity. I knew it was too late. I thought of Mr. Bronson's good advice. Oh, you probably shouldn't smile. I thought of the bad habits, the warning signs, and the more than anything, the last exit I refused to walk through. After all, you're only truly safe till you leave this place. I thought about Poison Ivy's advice, the wrong turns I should have taken. In that moment, she became Harley Quinn. Bye-bye, Doctor. No. None of that mattered anymore. It was that moment, an inescapable finality. I was a murderer. I killed a man, a good man, and all he ever did was all he ever was, all he ever would be, gone. And the same was true for Harleen Quinzel. I remember two things with clarity. First, I couldn't blink. Second, I couldn't drop the gun. I couldn't drop it because I was considering pulling the trigger one last time. But in that desperate moment of self-preservation, my mind noticed something absurd, something funny. What's so funny? All of it, it's just funny. I mean, You're right, I wanted to help you, but I'm a monster. I'm just a monster like everyone else in this city. It doesn't matter how good my intentions were. I mean, just ask Harvey here. He wants to save Gotham in his own way. And so do I. In the end, well, look at us, both murderers. And the funny thing is that I just noticed, it's been staring us in the face. All of our good intentions were just a big effing joke. She's crying and laughing. My life is over. No, Harley. No, we're just getting started. I surrendered myself into his arms. A pleasant mist enveloped my mind as I sank into his kiss. Why not, I thought, if I could be the Joker. If he could be the Joker, I could be his Harlequin. And who knows, maybe someday my love can cure him. I chuckled to myself. And Batman saw it all. Where are you this whole time, dumb bat? You should have been there, fool. 4 years later. 4 years later, the moon is full again. And it's how I knew this is all a dream. The moon was always full. And someone once told me that was a Gotham thing. Hard to remember who that was. Nowadays, a lot of things are fuzzy. A few tumbles too many? The laughing gas probably didn't help. No. It's all fuzzy because dreams are like that. I really like this part, this drawing right here. She looks very cool. Yeah, she looks very cool. In the dream I smile. After all, this is where I belong. In his world, with him, because I love him, because I can still help him. Because even in my dream, I hope I can still save him. It's a good dream. It's just, there's a small lucid part of me that wants to wake up. That dream lasted quite a while. A long time in the darkness. I mean, even the darkest night must end, right? The end. Anyone comic book reading? We out this sucker. We got most of these. Where did we get these? I don't even remember. This one in particular, I got it from Sanctuary. Those two I got from Generation X Comics. We out this sucker.